2.1 Kingdom Monera. Bacteria are the sole members of Kingdom Monera. There are almost abundant microorganisms. Bacteria occurs almost everywhere. Hundreds of bacteria present in handful of soil. They also live in extreme habitats such as hot springs, deserts, snow and deep oceans, where very few other life forms can survive. Many of them live in or on other organisms as parasites. Bacteria grouped under four categories based on their shape. The spherical coccus, plural it is cocci, you can see here it is cocci, it's spherical shaped, plural is cocci, and the rod shaped bacteria is known as bacillus, you can see in the picture here. And the next one, the comma shaped, is known as vibrium and vibria, you can see in the picture here. And the next one is the spiral shaped, and you can see these are bacteria of different shapes. Next, we will discuss about the bacterial structures. The bacterial structure is very simple. They are very complex in behavior. Compared to many other organisms, bacteria as a group shows the most extensive metabolic diversity. Some of the bacteria are autotrophic and they synthesize their own food from inorganic substrates. They may be photosynthetic autotrophic or chemosynthetic autotrophic. The vast majority of bacteria are heterotrophs. They depend on the other organisms or dead organism or dead organic matter for food. Archaebacteria. These bacteria are special since they live in some of the harsh habitats such as extreme salty areas, halophils, and hot springs known as thermosidophils, and marshy areas are methanogens. And the archaebacteria different from other bacteria in having different cell wall structure. This feature is responsible for their survival in extreme conditions. Methanogens are present in the gut of the several ruminant animals such as cows and buffaloes. They are responsible for production of methane known as biogas from the dung of these animals. Next, eubacteria. There are thousands of different eubacteria or true bacteria are also known as true bacteria. They are characterized by presence of a rigid cell wall and if motile, a flagellum. The cyanobacteria, also referred as blue-green algae, have chlorophyll A similar to green plants and are photosynthetic autotrophs. You can see in the beside picture figure 2.2. This is known as a filamentous blue-green algae nostoc. You can see the mucilaginous sheet here. Next, the cyanobacterians are unicellular and colonical filamentous, the freshwater, marine or terrestrial algae. The colonies are generally surrounded by gelatinous sheath. You can see in the picture. They often forms a blooms in polluted water bodies. Some of these organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called heterocysts. Example Nostoc and Anabina. And the chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria oxidize various inorganic substances such as nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia, use the related energy for ATP production. They play a greater role in recycling nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, and sulfur. Heterotrophic bacteria are most abundant in nature. The majority are important decomposers. Many of them have significant impact on human affairs. They are helpful in making curd from milk and production of antibiotics and fixing nitrogen is in legume, fruits, etc. Some are pathogens causing damage to human beings, crops, farm animals, and pets. Cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus, canker, as well as known diseases caused by different bacteria. Bacteria reproduce mainly by the fission. You can see the beside picture here. Sometimes under unfavorable conditions they produce spores. They also reproduce by sort of sexual reproduction by adopting a primitive type of DNA transfer from one bacterium to other. The mycoplasma are other organisms that completely lack a cell wall. They are almost smallest living cells and can survive without oxygen. Many mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants. You can see a dividing bacterium here.